Hello everyone, Build Forger here, and on this video we're going to make a Christmas wreath. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and fix this Christmas lights. I forgot about the color on the power cord, so we're going to get that first. So we'll come grab the power cord, and then we'll come down to the material panel, and we're just going to go ahead and select green cord, or cord green. And now you can see that cord is nice and green. We're going to go ahead and move that over to the side here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and grab this light bulb here, this Christmas bulb. I'll move that over here with the stuff. We're going to go ahead and hit the visibility icon here. We're going to hide that and render for as well. Okay, we can bring that back later if we need to. Then the 3D cursor we left out floating in space, we're going to bring that to world origin. So that's Shift S, cursor to world origin. And then we're going to go ahead and bring in a torus for the Christmas wreath. Mesh, torus. Okay, and we'll look at that from the top view. And we're going to bring that down some. So we're going to go the major radius way down here, like so. See, about maybe that big is how we're going to want that thing, maybe. And then we're going to go minor radius. Oh, well, wrong one. Major radius. Just that. That's the other one. So we'll get about right. Still a little big. A little bit too fat. And maybe that looks about right. Size for Christmas wreath, maybe. All right, let's go ahead and do a rotation on the x-axis. I'll do 90. Okay. And then we'll go to front view. Bring that up. And then we'll go to edit mode. And we're going to go to edge up here. And we're going to do unsubdivide. And down in the bottom left-hand corner, we're going to do one iteration. And then from there, we're going to have to smooth this out some. See how blocky that is. So we're going to go to modifier panel over here on the right. Add modifier. Generate. Subdivision subsurface. Make that 2 iterations. Right click, shade auto smooth. And then from here, we're going to go back to edit mode. And we're going to select the pieces that we want for the ribbon. That's Alt Shift click for both of those on the edges there. And then we're going to go ahead and do P for and then separate that selection. Come back out, grab this piece. We're going to mark this ribbon on the right hand side. And the torus, we're going to name that wreath. Okay. Now on the ribbon, we're going to go ahead and give that a color straight away. Make that a nice red ribbon. Maybe make that a little shinier, bring that roughness to 0.3. Okay. Looks okay to me. And then on the torus, we're going to give that a new green color for the pine nettles. So we're going to go like this and hit new in order to say pine nettles or pine needles. Okay, and we'll give that a nice lush green. We might have to adjust this later. Somewhere about there maybe. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and go make sure we got the reef selected and go back to edit mode. I'm going to select this line. We have to go to edge mode first. So Alt Shift click here, Alt Shift click there. And then we're going to duplicate that. So it's Shift D, and then P for separation, and we're going to hit selection. And then we're on the Reef 001 that was created. We're going to go ahead and name that lights. Reef lights. Okay. Come back out of edit mode, grab the Reef lights. Then we're going to go over here and, well, first we've got to right click and convert to curve. And then on the right side, in data object properties, we go to geometry, go to bevel, and I'm going to give it a depth of 0.002. And then we're going to right click and convert back to a mesh again. Okay. And we'll go ahead and give that the chord green. So come to materials and then drop down and do chord green. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and select the reef again. We'll give that a particle system for the pine needles. I'll mark that as pine needles. Change it to hair. Bring that down some. And the hair length, I'm going to bring that down. Somewhere maybe about there. Maybe about like that. Bring this number way back up again. Okay. Maybe somewhere like 8,000 or 9,000. Okay. And then on the ribbon, we're going to go ahead and we're going to give that a solidify. So we're going to add modifier, generate, and solidify. And now we want that solidification to go out. So we're going to come out just a little bit. And that should be about right. And then we have the first part of our reef done. We'll check that out in render preview mode. Looks okay to me. Come back to material preview. Grab the lights. And we'll give that a particle system. All that reef lights. Change it to hair. And then bring the number down a little bit. Bring the size down, hair length down some. Come down to where it says path. Select object. And then the object is going to be Christmas bulb. And then we have to adjust the bulbs so that they're visible. So change the hair length or the scale. Looks like we have way too many of them, so we're going to turn that number way down some. We'll go ahead and turn the overlay off so we can see what's happening here. Scale, we can go up or down as we like. But we won't do that just yet. That looks about okay. All right. And then the other thing is we need to fix this bulb some. So unhide the bulb. Come to the bulb, materials, and the the brightness of the illumination on that. You can turn that up or down with the strength here. Turn that up a little bit. Maybe somewhere about there should be okay. Now take a look at that in render preview mode. It looks about right. We'll turn the overlay back on so you can see what's going on. Come back to solid view mode. Okay, and then we're gonna make the bow for this thing. Maybe we should get a couple more decorations on this ribbon. So we'll select the ribbon, come here, apply the solidify, go into edit mode. I'm gonna do a control R right there, like this. Move it over to one side. I'll do a control R here, move it over to the other side. Then we're go to face mode with 3 on the keyboard. We'll get that row like that. And we'll do Alt Shift click over here for this one. Then we'll come back to materials. And we're going to make a new material. Hit new. Ribbon. Gold. And select something goldish as you can. Maybe somewhere around about there. And we'll go ahead and make it a little shinier. So we'll say 0.3 on the roughness. And we'll assign that. And then we'll do the same thing for the other side over here. I'll do a control R, bring that up some. Control R, bring that one down to the other side some. And then still in face select mode, we'll select these. Oops. We'll select those and then these. And we'll assign that ribbon there. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and get the bow started on this thing. So I'll do shift this, select that, say shift S, cursor to selected, then shift A, mesh, cube, bring the cube way down some. Okay. I'm going to bring this over for the moment. And then we're going to make it a little bit thinner. So we're going to go ahead and S, Y, bring that down some. Okay. And then we're going to make it a little shorter, S, Z. Okay. And then go ahead and control A, all transforms, right click, set origin to geometry. And go into edit mode with tab. So I'm going to select the top, this side, and that side. Hit delete, and we're going to delete faces. Okay, then we're going to do a loop cut down this way. So we'll hit Control R. We'll move, do Control cut the other way, about here, like that. And then we'll go to point mode, like so. We're going to grab this one, that one, this one, and that one. And we're going to make sure that we're on median point. Scale on the Z axis a little bit. Yeah, we didn't get the loop cut over on the other side, so we'll just do Control Z and do Control R here. Left click, right click. And we'll go back to these points. Scale on the Z axis. And then maybe bring these up a little bit. Scale on the Z axis up. And then grab this point here and that point there and scale those on the Y axis. Okay. Then we'll come back to object mode, right click, create auto smooth. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and give that the ribbon red. So come on this side from the materials panel. Find that ribbon. Oh, where did it go? Maybe we didn't name it. I think that's it right there. We'll just go ahead and name it now. Ribbon red. And then we'll come in here like so. We'll do a Control R here, like so. Bring it up. And this one down. We'll go back to face mode with 3. Select this one. And we're going to go ahead and add a new. And then drop down, we could get the ribbon gold. Sign. Then we're going to go ahead and grab everything in edit mode. Select, scale on Y. Okay. And then we'll bring another cube in. Scale it down. Bring it over. Scale it down. Scale it on the Y axis. And then we can come in here on edit mode. Nope, we're going to go back to object mode, right click. Nope. Control A. All transforms, right click. Set origin to geometry. Go to edit mode, select this face and the other one. And delete faces. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and go to edit mode again. I'm going to do Control R in the middle. Left click, right click to drop that in the middle. I'm going to do Control B. And then out some like so. Then we'll go to 3. Select this one and this one with Alt Shift click. Then we'll go ahead and grab this and come down to ribbon yellow. Actually, we're going to go back out of edit mode first. Okay. And then we'll come down and assign the ribbon gold or ribbon red. Ribbon red. And then into edit mode. Then we can come down to hit new here. Come down here and then go to ribbon gold. Sign. Do okay, and that looks about right. So then we're going to grab this one here. We're going to assign a solidify to it. Modifier, add modifier, generate, solidify. Okay. Right click. Let's see, shade auto smooth. We already did that. We'll come to this one, add another modifier, generate subdivision surface. And we'll go to 2 on this. And we'll do the same thing here. So select this one, then that one, and Control L. Well, we don't want to do that quite yet. Make sure we applied all transforms to this. So we'll do Control A again, all transforms, right click, set origin to geometry. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and then we'll go ahead and add the solidify to that, add a modifier, generate, solidify, and then right click, and we're going to go to this one here again, add modifier, generate, subdivision surface, make that 2, right click, shade auto smooth, scale that up so it fits that bow a little bit better, and then we'll do Shift A, or Shift S, cursor to selected, right click, and we'll select this one on the side, and then we'll right click and set origin to 3D cursor. Then from there, we can go ahead and add a mirror. Now grab all of this and move it over to the right a little bit. Come into the front view. We'll add a plane. Whoops. Here we go. Go to A, mesh, plane. Rotate that on the x-axis. Our X, 90. Bring that down. Back to front view. Slide that over here. Bring it down. And then we'll go ahead and give that a cut here in a second. We'll do Control A, all transforms, right click, set origin to geometry. And then come into edit mode, and then S, X. Okay, then we'll go ahead and give it a loop cut in the middle. That's Control R. Left click, right click. Then we'll come into this section here, bring this up, bring the whole thing up. Okay. And then we'll come back into edit mode, put on X-ray, go to points, or we'll just grab everything, A, and move to the right a little bit, come back in object mode, then we'll come back in here, and then we'll go to points, and we'll grab these, point, move them over a little bit, trying to get them into position where we want them. Come back out, hit period on the keyboard if your orbiting was wonky like mine, and go back to 1. Back to edit mode. Make sure we're in front view. Grab that point, move it out some. Tab, back in object mode. We're going to rotate that a little bit. Pull it out where we want it. Rotate it some more. Okay, then over here, we're going to go ahead and give it a loop cut right in the middle. Select the middle, point and point mode. Bring it back a little bit. Then come out of edit mode. I'm going to go ahead and, well, we'll give it the stripes now, I guess. Sure, let's make that red again. Come down to materials, new material. We're going to drop down and do the ribbon red. And then back to edit mode. We'll do another loop cut. We'll try to get to go this way. And then another one on this side. And then we'll go to face mode with 3. Add a new material. Do the drop down. And then we'll go to ribbon gold. Assign. Tab. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and give this another solidify. So we'll go to here. Add modifier. Generate. solidify. Okay. And then we'll go and add a subdivision surface, add modifier, generate subdivision surface. Move that 2. And then we'll go ahead and select this and hit Shift S, cursor to selected. We'll click that, right click, set origin to 3D cursor. And then we'll go and add another modifier to this ribbon here. Generate mirror. Okay. And then we'll do Control A, all transforms, set origin to 3D cursor. Okay. And then our ribbon is about done. We'll just maybe a little bit longer on this section right here. So we'll go back to point mode, and from this side here, we'll just grab this and pull this down. Pull this down. Pull this down. Maybe scale this up a little bit. And then we'll go back to edit mode. We'll hit A. Bring everything over to the right so they're tucked back in again. And tab to come back out. Then we're going to grab everything. And we're going to right click and convert to mesh. And we'll come back into edit mode. I'll turn off X-ray. Grab a face from face mode. Then hit L to grab linked and go ahead and scale that up a little bit just to make it fit. And then scale it a little bit on the Y-axis, SY. Okay, come back out of edit mode. Go to front view. Hit G to grab. We'll just place it somewhere right in the middle here. Okay, and we'll select the reef. Hit Shift S. Cursor to selected. Then we'll grab the bow. And we're going to grab the left and the right. We'll grab this and the middle. I'm going to right click, convert to mesh. Okay. So we'll grab the outside ribbons first, then the middle part of the ribbon. I'm going to Control J to join. And then from there, we'll go ahead and come on in and move this forward. Grab the ribbon, move it forward. We'll say Control A, all transforms, set origin to geometry. Grab the rest of the ribbon, do Control J. Now we'll go ahead and send that back to the cursor again. Shift S, selection of cursor, move it up, bring it out. Drop that in position here. Maybe scale this down a tiny bit. Back over. And then we'll do this, bring this out so it's beyond the nettles. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and grab everything. I'll move him over for a minute. Move the barrel man over. Grab everything. Select the bow last. And then we're going to do Alt P. Nope. Control P. Parent that. I'm going to say Object. Now when we grab the bow, everything moves with it. And that's it. That's it for the reef. Let's take a look at what we've done in rendered preview mode. And there we have it. On the next one, we'll create a Christmas tree. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.